Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1983 Detroit Tigers season replay. Today's matchup is between the Kansas City Royals and the Detroit Tigers at Tiger Stadium. On the mound for the Royals today is Bill Paschall, whose record is 3-5 with a 5.37 ERA. And pitching for the Tigers today is Jack Morris, whose record is 6-1 with a 3.18 ERA. So after losing a couple of games to the Yankees, we get back to our winning ways yesterday, beating the Royals 8-1. Gibby had a 2-run shot, Murray had a 2-run shot, and that was really all we needed. Tom Filer started the game. He did not pitch well, despite only giving up 1 run. He had 5 walks. He did not look good, and we brought in Brian Kelly to finish off the game. And he pitched so well that we're going to replace Filer with Kelly in the pitching rotation. We also made one other change. Let's take a look at our pitching rotation here real quick. Because it's going to take a few days for Filer to get healthy and rested to be in relief, we've brought up Dave Forrest Gumpert. Gumpert. He did play 1 game last year, did not do well. That was in the September call-up. So we're going to give him a shot here early on. He's pitched really well in AAA this year, and so he's going to get a shot in the bullpen until Filer gets rested, and then we'll bring Filer back. He didn't pitch bad enough to completely get obliterated from the roster. So let's go ahead and take a look at today's game. As always, I appreciate everyone following along. Like and or subscribe. We got Jack Morris on the mound. The current Royals lineup is batting .261 against him. That's almost 100 plate appearances. So that's a decent stat in favor of Morris, I think. All the bullpen is available. Don't forget, we've got the creeper, Paul Gibson. He's up as well in place of Dave Rucker while Rucker gets a 10-day stint in the minors. Okay, here is the lineup for the Tigers against Bill Paschall. We have Terry Kennedy getting his first start as a Tiger at catcher today. Also his first start in the majors since 1980. So I'm sure he's glad to be in the lineup. Everybody else is the usual players. Let's go ahead and do the lineup rundown for the Kansas City Royals today. Batting leadoff, playing center field, is Willie Wilson. Batting second, playing second base, is Dave Chalk. Batting third at third base is George Brett. Batting cleanup and DHing is Willie Aikens. Batting fifth and catching today is Don Slaught. Batting sixth in left field is Butch Davis. Batting seventh, playing shortstop, is Rance Mulliniks. Batting eighth at first base is Pete LaCock. And batting ninth in right field is Bob Bailor. Jack Morris on the mound. He is coming off one of his best starts. Let's just go right to the log. He had the complete game shutout of the White Sox, had 10 strikeouts in that game, came back, pitched really well against Baltimore, going 7 1/3, giving up 2 runs on 8 hits. He added another 5 strikeouts to his total. Overall, he's making his 8th start, 6-1 with a 3.18 ERA, 40 Ks in 51 innings pitched, and opponents are batting .223 against him. Fastball tops out at 95 miles an hour. He's got 3 pitches that are above average, the splitter, fastball, and slider. He's 27 years old, and he goes to free agency next season. Okay, let's take a look at the Tigers' defense today. As you can see, we have Terry Kennedy behind the plate. His arm is rated an 81. So not as strong as Parrish, but he's actually more highly rated than Parrish as a batter. So we'll see if that pays off today. Here's Willie Wilson leading off against Jack Morris.
Play ball!
Wilson goes to left field with a base hit to start off the ball game. And perhaps Kennedy will get tested right away. Dave Chalk with Wilson on first. He's up next. Popping it up on the infield. Wilson was not going on that pitch. Right at the mound, and Morris makes the catch all by himself. Good job by Jack. Here's George Brett. Brett had the day off yesterday. He's 4 for 8 against Morris. And Wilson was going, and Kennedy guns him down. Nice job. Away from baseball for 3 years, and he guns down the first guy to go after him. And that's a big play because Brett gets a base hit to right field. If Wilson had been safe, you know he would have scored. So George Brett on first. That's going to bring up Willie Mays Aikens. Comebacker just gets past Morris to Whitaker. And Whitaker tosses him out. We're going to the bottom of the first inning. Here is the lineup rundown for the Tigers today. Batting leadoff, playing second base is Sweet Lou Whitaker. Batting second in center field is Rickey Henderson. Batting third and DHing is Greg Brock. Batting cleanup, playing third base is Mickey Hatcher. Batting fifth, playing first base is Eddie Murray. Batting sixth in left field is Kirk Gibson. Batting seventh at shortstop is Alan Trammell. Batting eighth and catching, making his Tiger debut, is Terry Kennedy. And batting ninth in right field is Andre Dawson. Let's take a look at Bill Paschall. He is making his ninth start of the season. He's 3-5 with a 5.37 ERA. 28 Ks in 60 innings pitched. Opponents are batting .295 against him. Bill Paschall has given up the second most home runs in the American League since we started doing the sim. He gave up 43 his first season and 49 the last year. He does have 2 complete games this season. His fastball tops out at 89 miles an hour. His two-seamer, that's his best pitch, rated in 88. He's got a splitter and a curveball, overall rated in 81. He's 29 years old, and he goes to arbitration at the end of this season. Let's take a look at his log out of curiosity. Let's see what he's been doing here. Whoa, he pitched 10 innings against California on the 27th. He got the win. So a complete game, 10-inning performance, giving up 9 hits, only striking out 2 batters. That is kind of crazy. I think we saw Bob Ojeda do that last year, right? Here's the Royals defense. Take a look there. We got Rance Mulliniks at his shortstop with a gold glove. And Lou leading off against Paschall. He's got a home run in his career against Paschall. Striking out here to lead off, nothing but 2-seamers. 1 down. Here's the hottest hitter on the team. It's Rickey Henderson. Hitting a ground ball to first. 1 out. 2 down. That's going to bring up the Brock Ness monster. Batting .367 versus right-handers. Hitting a ground ball to third, and that'll do it. So a 1-2-3 inning for Paschall. We head to the top of the second. No score, with Don Slaught leading off against Morris. Slaught batting .283 with 4 home runs. A comebacker to Jack, and he tosses him out. 1 out. Here's Butch Davis with 1 down. Hits a ground ball to Whitaker. 2 quick outs for Morris, and here's Rance Mulliniks. Now, Mulliniks only batting .284 with 2 home runs this year, but he was in the top 5 last year in batting average. He sends it deep to center field, 430 feet, and Henderson goes back and tracks it down. We go to the top of the second. Here is Mickey Hatcher leading off. I just noticed his contact is 93. Was it always that high? That doesn't seem normal for him, but I could be wrong. As Hatcher gets a base hit to left. There's the Tigers' first hit, and an error by the left fielder. Butch Davis allows Hatcher to advance to second. So leadoff man is in scoring position with Eddie Murray up. Murray's got 2 home runs in his career versus Paschall. We're going to let him take a cut. He had his 8th home run of the season yesterday. That leads the Tigers. He pops it up to second base. Dave Chalk makes the catch. That's going to bring up Gibby. Gibby had his 4th home run of the season yesterday. There's a base hit up the middle. Will Hatcher score? He does easily, and it's 1-0 Detroit. We're going to send Gibson here. Gibby's got some good speed as Trammell steps in. Gibby's going. The pitch out, and he's gunned down. That is a bummer. That is Gibson's 2nd caught stealing on the season. He's 3 for 5 now. As Trammell with a 1-0 count is going to get an infield single. And with 2 down, I think we're going to let Terry Kennedy take his first at bat here. I was going to perhaps send Trammell once again. With 2 out, I like to do that, but I guess we need to let Terry Kennedy get his feet wet. And he walks in his first at bat. There we go. Kennedy, already I like him more than Parrish. Lance Parrish is one of my favorite players ever on the Tigers. And I hate to even talk bad about him, but he's having a rough year. Number 9 hitter Andre Dawson comes up and grounds out to second, and that'll do it. We go to the top of the 3rd. Tigers take the early lead 1-0 on the base hit from Gibby. Pete LaCock leading off against Morris, and he gets a ground ball base hit past Trammell short. 3rd single for the Royals today. We're going to pull in our 3rd baseman, Mickey Hatcher, in case Bailor decides to drop one down. Our opponents typically don't bunt unless the game is on the line, but you just never know. Striking him out. There we go. Morris gets his first K. 1 out. I don't think LaCock will be running, but we're going to pull the outfield in. We know Wilson's not going to hit it over anyone's head. He strikes out looking. Back-to-back Ks for Morris. 2 down. Here's Dave Chalk. Morris leaves it up in the zone, and Chalk pops it up on the infield as Trammell makes the catch. We're going to the bottom of the 3rd. Here is Sweet Lou leading off against Bill Paschall. Lou hits a ground ball to short. Mulliniks throws him out. 1 down. Here's Rickey Henderson. Henderson hits a grounder to Brett. And Brett gets the speedy Henderson at first. 2 down. That'll leave it up to Greg Brock to get something going here. And a base hit into right field. Brock gets his average up to 318 with that single. Now this would be a good opportunity to hit and run. I just kind of want to see what Hatcher's got. Only 3 home runs this year. He had 20 last year. There he goes, flips it down the right field line. Will Brock score from first? He has to hold at 3rd. Hatcher 2 for 2 on the day. And that is his 8th double on the season, getting his average up to 323. Keep in mind, Hatcher went 4 for 4 yesterday. And he's 2 for 2 today, so that's 6 hits in a row. Is that right? That sounds kind of crazy. Take a look at his log. Yeah, he went 4 for 4, and he's 2 for 2 today. So Hatcher absolutely on fire. Ken Murray take advantage of this situation here. Got a little 2-out rally going. And Murray pops it up. Murray has 29 RBI in 29 games coming into today. And he could not come through in the clutch there. We go to the top of the 4th. Morris looking pretty good. He's given up 3 hits. Only 37 pitches. And he strikes out George Brett. That is a tough thing to do. Does George Brett have a nickname? No, he does not. Usually there'd be a nickname right in there. I wonder why he never had a nickname. Okay, one down. Here's Willie Aikens. And Willie Aikens sends a fly ball to right. I love the Royals powder blue uniforms. I think the game does a great job of presenting that color scheme. So many teams went powder blue. I'm glad the Tigers never did that. As Slaught hits a ground ball to first at a 1-2-3 inning for Morris. Looking really sharp today. We go to the bottom of the fourth inning with Gibby leading off. Gibby had a base hit, first time up, and he strikes out here. The second K for Paschall. One out. Trammell up next with a ground ball to Mulliniks. Mulliniks throws out his shortstop counterpart. Two down, and Terry Kennedy up. He walked in his first Tigers appearance. Here he hits a ground ball to second. And Paschall looking pretty good for a pitcher who's given up a ton of home runs. We go to the top of the fifth. Butch Davis leading off. It's Davis, Mulliniks, and LaCock. Butch Davis puts a charge in it to deep center field. 390 feet, actually falls short of the warning track. Just a loud out, one out. Rance Mulliniks, 3-1 count, hits a ground ball to second. Two down for Pete LaCock. Base hit into center field. And that is a 2-out single. Fourth hit for the Royals. Bob Bailor up next. And Bailor, he's got no power. Sending it to center. And that is the third out. We're going to the bottom of the fifth inning. Game is moving along. Andre Dawson leading off. Like to see Dawson get going. He is on the trading block. Rumored to be going to Houston for Joaquin Andahar. If they even want him. He's batting .260 with 3 home runs. One out for Sweet Lou, and Lou gets a base hit to right. I mean, look at our top 5 batters, all over 300. And we just need to somehow get a rally going here. Rickey up next. There we go, Henderson. As I said, the hottest hitter on the team. Hits a 2-run shot into right field bleachers. That is his 6th home run on the season. And it's 3-0 Detroit. If we can hang in there against Paschall, you get to feel like we're going to get our fair share of opportunities to put runs on the board. Brock popping it up with 1 out. Play made by Chalk. So 2 down. Here's Mickey Hatcher. Now he's 6 for his last 6. Let's see if we can keep it rolling here. Ground ball up the middle. Mulliniks makes the play. Okay, we go to the top of the 6th inning. The 2-run home run by Henderson gives the Tigers a 3-run lead. And Morris totally in charge here as he faces Willie Wilson to lead off the inning. Right into the dirt, and Kennedy commits an error. He's a little rusty. Wilson goes to second on the throwing error, and the runner is in scoring position for Dave Chalk. I was going to pull the outfield in, but I actually, there's no point. A base hit, Wilson's going to score no matter what. So we're going to play straight away. Ground ball to short. Will Wilson run on that? He holds wisely as Trammell throws out Dave Chalk. Now, do we walk Brett? I guess we do not. It's a 6th inning. It's a shutout. We're going to let Morris go after Brett. Worst thing happens here is there's a 2-run home run instead of a potential game-tying home run. Brett goes down and gets that one, flips it into left field, and Gibby comes in and makes the catch. Gibby playing some better outfield lately. He's got 3 errors out there in left. And typically he should be the DH, but the way things have panned out with our batters, we're letting him play the left field. Okay, 2 down. Here's Willie Aikens. Now, Aikens is batting .317 versus righties, and he has a home run against Morris. Goes down, pulls that one to first, and he steps on the bag. Murray gets the final out. So the leadoff error by Kennedy is okay for the Tigers there. We go to the bottom of the 6th, 3-0 Detroit. Eddie Murray leading off, and he walks. Leadoff walk to Murray. He's going to bring up Gibby. Gibby 1 for 2 on the day. And Gibson hits a comebacker to the pitcher. And Murray is forced out at second. Let's take a look at the in-game stats. Player of the game so far, it's got to be Henderson, right? He had the 2-run home run. He didn't, Gibby had the RBI that gave us the lead, but a 2-run home run is pretty impressive. So now Gibson is on first. He's only been thrown out once today. So we're going to hit and run as Trammell 3 for 6 in his career against Paschall. And he strikes out swinging. Gibson steals second anyway. That is his 4th stolen base on the season. And that will give Kennedy an RBI opportunity with 2 outs. Kennedy pops it up. Chalk makes the catch. We're going to the top of the 7th inning. 3-0 Detroit. Don Slaught leading off. He's 0 for 2 today. And Morris strikes him out on the inside corner. 4 Ks for Morris. Next up is Butch Davis. Davis taps it right back to Morris, and Morris throws it in the dirt. 2 errors by the Tigers now. Wow, Davis has a 93 speed, 3 stolen bases on the season. And Rance Mulliniks, with 1 down, steps up. And Davis steals second. Stolen base number 4. That run doesn't really mean much when you're down 3. Now we will pull the outfield in. 1-0 count to Mulliniks. And Mulliniks crushes it for a 2-run home run. That is Mulliniks' 3rd home run on the season. So the error by Morris proves to be costly. Tigers have a 1-run lead as LaCock steps in. Morris, nice comeback. Gets LaCock swinging. 2 down for Bob Bailor, and Bailor pops it up at home plate. Hopefully Kennedy can make the catch here. He does, and that'll do it. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Paschall doing a good job. He's hanging in there. He's only got 79 pitches here. We need to work him a little bit this inning. Full count from Dawson, and he strikes out looking. He does get 6 pitches, though. 1 out. Here's Sweet Lou. Lou's always swinging early. Ground ball to second. 2 down. And Henderson, he has that 2-run home run now, proving to be the big shot today. And he lines it to second. A 1-2-3 inning from Paschall. We go to the top of the 8th inning. Morris at 98 pitches. This is the 4th time through the lineup. Pull the outfield in. Try not to let anything drop in on. The last thing we want is Willie Wilson on the base path. Morris, 1-2 count. Gets Wilson to pop it up to first. Murray makes the catch. 1 down. I feel better about this now as Dave Chalk steps in. And Chalk pops it up on the first base side into foul ground, and Murray makes the play. Okay, we're going to pull Morris. 109 pitches. We are going to bring in George Capizzello. I really would love to bring in Paul Gibson and do my best creeper imitation, but this is a setup role, and we've moved Cappy into the setup role since Rucker has been sent to the minors for 10 days of rest. So we're going to bring in Cappy to go after George Brett. Brett 1 for 6 with a walk in his career against Capizello. Here we go. 0-2 count. And he gets Brett to pop it up. Again, in foul ground. Play is made by Murray, and that's it. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Brock, Hatcher, Murray due up. Paschall, 92 pitches. Brock pulls the ground ball to first. 1 out. Here's Mickey Hatcher. This will probably be his last at bat. We'll bring in Guy Solars for defensive purposes. Oh, there we go. We're going to bring in Solars right now and let him pinch run. Solars 86 speed. And we will hit and run with Eddie Murray. 1 down, runner on first. Murray flies out to center field. He's 0 for 3 on the day. We are going to oh, wow. I was going to say we're going to steal with Solars, but a 68% chance with an 86 speed. Maybe we just let Gibson take a cut. He was hitting pretty good lately. Here we go, full count, and Gibson pops it up. All right, well, we're going to head to the top of the 9th inning. We're going to let Capizello pitch to Willie Aikens, and then we're going to bring in our closer. Get ready to cue the music. Here's Willie Aikens, 1 for 5 with a home run against Capizello. He's taking him deep, and Cappy gets some revenge, striking him out. And it is time for Roger Weaver. Cue the music as our closer enters from the bullpen. Let's take a look at him here. Roger Weaver, 12th game, 1-1 with a 1.50 ERA. More walks than strikeouts, but opponents are batting 128 against him. He's got 6 saves, no blueies. He is a free agent, and he's asking for a lot of money. Will we pay him? I don't know. We have to pay the song rights. And that's not more important than having a closer. Okay, it's 1 down here in the 9th inning with Don Slaught up, followed by Butch Davis. A couple of righties. Ground ball to short. Trammell's up with it. Throws him out. Tigers are 1 out away here for taking a 2-0 series lead. Butch Davis, full count. Strikes him out. Nicely done. Tigers win 3-2. Handshakes, butt slaps, sloppy steaks. That was a good game. Now we are back to our winning. I mean, we're 6-4 in the month. It's been so challenging this month. Let's take a look at the standings real quick, as there's no trade offers. Will we get to 30 wins before we get to 10 losses? That would be the Las Vegas bet to make right now. We're 5 up on New York, 8 up on Baltimore. California's sitting pretty in the West. Let's take a look at the National League. New York, 3.5 up on Philadelphia and Atlanta, in a tight race with LA and San Diego. Let's take a look at the headline news. Brainiac Baseball Daily Beat. Oh, there's nothing of note. Nothing there. We're moving on to transactions. Let's see. Yeah, there's a couple things going on here. Bill Gullickson of the Montreal Expo is going to be out for 18 days. He's got a sprained neck, having a really good season, coming off a terrible rookie year. He's going to miss a couple of weeks. Larry White, a really great starting pitcher for Oakland. He's going to miss just 1 start. And Juan Eichelberger of the Fathers is going to miss almost a month, a little over 3 weeks. He's got 9 starts on the year, going 4-1 with a 1.78 ERA. He is dealing in the NL. Okay, that's going to do it. Let's pull up the box score and get out of here. Player of the game, I'm thinking Rickey. I think it's Rickey v. Rickey. I could be wrong. Let's take a little bit longer look. It was nice that Hatcher had a couple of hits. He had that double. Game-winning RBI goes to Gibson. So I think Rickey with the 2-run home run, though, that was those are the runs that won the ball game for us, really. Gibson had a stolen base. He did get caught once. Jack Morris goes to 7-1. That is a tremendously good start. Roger Weaver gets his 7th save on the season, thanks to Cappy Ford. Taking care of business in the middle relief there. Okay, that's going to do it. We're going to come back tomorrow with Game 3 of the 3-game series. Until then, everyone, have a great day. And happy Mother's Day to all you mothers.